Noting that she is normally a very strong supporter of LIAT, Ms. Brown outlined her encounter with representatives at the Maurice Bishop International Airport in Grenada on Monday morning in a video posted to Facebook around 8 a.m. She said despite having booked her flight months ago and being present for the scheduled takeoff, she was bumped from the 6:55 a.m. direct flight and reassigned to a flight scheduled to leave at 12:40 p.m. According to Brown, a LIAT agent first asked her to switch to a later flight because the one she was ticketed for was overbooked.
So she says the flight is oversold and they want to know if I don't mind going on the 12:40 flight because people got to get connections to Martinique and they got to go to the embassy in Barbados. I was like, well, that's good for them because I am going home. Whatever. She wasn't happy with my answer. She gone about her business, face bent up. A little while later, another agent come back to me. Tell me, oh, Miss Brown? I'm like, you have been moved to the 12:40 flight. I'm like, I'm sorry? I don't understand. Well, because you're only going to Barbados and Barbados is your final stop, LIAT Operations has said that you should be the person who gets put off the flight because everybody else has a connection to me.
Ms. Brown, who insisted that she gets on the flight and was stopped by security during the boarding process, says that her experience on Monday morning is one she refuses to accept.
I have read every fine print detail there is right now on the LIAT website for terms and conditions. Because as for right now, they've just taken away. I got work to do. But apparently I can't do the work today because LIAT decided that I am special enough to have to sit down in Maurice Bishop Airport for the next at least 6 hours pending any extra LIAT delays. So I'm supposed to sit down here and wait until the flight that they decide to put me on comes back. So I told her she could keep all of her vouchers because I'm calling everybody. I will go to LIAT in Barbados. In the next 2 weeks I will go to LIAT in Antigua because this is not on. You cannot discriminate against me because I was probably the only Bajan on the flight going to Barbados and you deemed that my reasoning for being on that flight was not as important as everybody else.
Facebook users quickly started sharing Brown's video, with people sharing their own negative experiences and supporting Brown in her intention to pursue the matter. The airline subsequently issued a statement on Tuesday afternoon indicating that the interruption was due to the unavailability of aircraft and apologizing for the inconvenience, noting that when it is necessary to adjust its schedule on account for any disruption, there is no discrimination in the way it treats its customers. The disruption affected a number of customers who the airline says were accommodated on a later flight that day. Reporting for MTV News, I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence.